Hey, good morning, everybody. It's time for Morning Manna. And this morning, I need you to speak up. I need you to speak up this morning. This morning is all about Pentecost week. That's what we've been dealing with all week long, talking about being a witness, the power of the Holy Spirit coming into our lives. And this Sunday is Pentecost Sunday, and it is the birth of the church with the power of Holy Spirit. Well, that's what we're going to talk about this morning, and I want to get right into the word on this morning. Greet a couple of people and then get into the word. How is everybody doing on this morning? Good morning, Brenda. How are you on this morning? Good morning, Patrice. How are you on this morning? Carolyn, how are you doing on this morning? What a wonderful morning it is. Good morning, Angela. How are you on this morning? Ella, how are you on this morning? Anna, how are you doing on this morning? Joelle from Mississippi, down in Mississippi, Mississippi. I think I said too many S's. But anyhow, well, welcome. Glad you're here. Glad you're here. Hey, got a word for you on this morning. Got a word for you on this morning. Good morning, Elder Mobley. How are you on this morning? Ari, how are you guys on this morning? You already know. We've been talking about all week long about Pentecost because this Sunday is Pentecost Sunday. So it's not just having devotion, but it is also having some edification and understanding of what is going on. There they were, 40 days after the resurrection, and then 10 days subsequent to the ascension, they are in the upper room praying. And then, pow, an explosion, dunamis, the power of Holy Spirit came down, filled the room, filled them, and then they spoke. Then they spoke. Here's the text to talk, and the takeaway is the text is Acts 2 and 4. Now, I need you to go ahead and share it right now. Don't wait, and put your comments in the chat area. And if it's your first, second, or third time joining us, let us know who you are, where you are. Acts 2 and 4 says, all of them were filled with the Holy Spirit and began to speak in other tongues as the Spirit enabled them. Speak up. Speak up. I remember when I was a small little boy and a little timid. You would never think that, but a little timid. And my father was very much an assertive man, went after things and what he wanted. And I remember at times he would say, speak up, speak up. Because, I was being a little timid. I mean, my God, it's my dad. He may or may not do it. And I wasn't asking for a whole lot, no how, but he would always say, speak up, speak up. You ever had anybody say that? Well, this morning, the text is telling you to speak up. Four things. One, why should you speak up? Because tongues are made for us to talk. Yeah, with his language. 1 Corinthians 14 and 5 said, Paul says, I wish all of you would speak in tongues. I wish all of you would speak up in a heavenly language. I wish all of you would speak up using your tongues of Holy Spirit. Second thing is this, speak up because your tongue is supposed to be used for warfare. Proverbs 18:21, the power of life and death is in the power of the tongue. If that's not warfare, I don't know what is. Speak up because your tongue is to be used for healing. And Mark 16:18 through 19 says, serpents, even poison, will not take you out because of what? You're speaking with power and authority. Speak up because your tongue is to talk with. Your tongue in a heavenly language, the tongue is to do warfare. Your tongue is to do healing. Here's the fourth and final thing. Speak up because your tongue is for you to overcome. To overcome. What do you mean by that? In Revelations 12:11 says, we overcome by the words of our testimony, the words that we speak. When we speak up, what's your takeaway this morning? Use your personal Pentecost to speak up with his language. Use your personal Pentecost to speak up, to speak to the mountains that it will be moved, to speak to those situations so they will be turned around. Share the manna. Don't keep it to yourself. Lord be with you. May his face shine upon you and give you peace. I'll see you tomorrow morning with more morning manna. Bye now.